world of philosophy. See, Aruna Prashna is a philosophical treatise. It is Aranyaka Grantha. And moreover, Taitriya Aranyaka, Aranya Bhavaha Aranyakaha. And that is, they have got a special spiritual activity in the forest, even though they retire to forest. Because the Vanaprastha dharmas are different, Grihastha-ashrama dharmas are different, Brahmacharya dharmas are different. So here, this Aruna Prashna has been said, Aranyedhi Ita Pratishthavan Bhavati. We have come to note that this has got to be read in a secluded area, and that means you are secluded from the thoughts of the body. So we have just now compared the important expression as Adrutya Shagum Trusyadhyayan Asmad Jata Me Mithocharan Putro Nirrutya Vaideha Udachetayas Chachetanaha Satam Manima Vindatu So Nanguliravayatu So Griva Pratyamanchatu So Jihvo Asaschata. So in this particular Sojihvo Asaschata, in these particular passages, we just realize that the man who is devoting himself would ultimately get into the Tadatmya Bhava with the Brahma. Rather, he gets the feeling that he's a Brahman or he is a Brahman himself, and that Advaita Bhavana comes up. And if at all he is telling that I am continuing my activity in the world, I am growing happy, I am turning happier, and I am turning delighted. These are all the feelings which are associated with the body. But when the body is like a mirage and those sorts, so apart from the body, grow higher and get on to the feeling that you are Brahman. And again, here, a person who gets the Anguliyakam, money, that money is Jimani Akasha money, that is the Surya Bhagavan or the light or wisdom. And there also he has to have that enjoying of the Tadatmya Bhavana in him, in the sense that he is becoming that. So, and when you get Ananguliryavayatu Manimavindatu, and although he does not have a neck, he contains it in his neck. And although he does not have a tongue, still he praises the Paramatma. So in all that, it is said that there is something like a superimposing all the Sarira Dharmas on himself. So up till then we have come. Now we'll go. Supposing we have a desire to go higher up, and then the means are being told in the passages which we are going to study. And in these passages which we are going to study, we have the quotation of or the opinion of a great seer by name Shambhava. Shambhava or Sambhava. Sambhava is the Rishi, and his opinion is being quoted in this particular next expression. And how Agni's chariot also is there. And Agni has to use his chariot yoked with the horses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and so on. But whatever be the number, but they're all to run with great speed, not having any fatigue howsoever. When he is invited, he is supposed to come and join the Yagnavedi or Yagnashala and not disappoint the Yajamana, who is ready to perform the Arunaketuka Agni Sayana and offer all food and other things, and also expecting rewards and prosperity and philosophical sense, etc. From the Agni, because Agni is not only a Tejovan, Agni is like father. A father is a protector. A father is a wise person. A father is able to trend the life of the individual, of the children. So the role of father and mother are important for the prosperity of the born people. So here you see that Agni Bhagavan is how he has to come and how he has to do. And Agni and Surya are not different. Agni Surya, Suryo Agnihi, Agnir Jyotihi, Jyoti Suryo, Jyoti, Agnir Surya. So like that, we have so many Yajurveda mantras, which we employ them in the Agnihotra ceremony or whenever you think of worshipping Agni. And so we get some kind of practical knowledge. And as we are seeing in our mundane life, the examples of using a vehicle to reach the distances quickly and be present at the required time. So all that section of information is going to be in our next session that we are doing it. Now please repeat. So jihvo asaschata.
So jihvo asaschata. So jihvo asaschata.
Naitam rushim viditva nagaram pravisetu.
Naitam rushim viditva nagaram pravishetu. Naitam rushim viditva nagaram pravishetu.
Yadi pravisetu.
Yadi pravishetu. Yadi pravishetu.
Mithau charitva pravisetu.
Mithau charitva pravishetu. Mithau charitva pravishetu.
Tatsambhavasya vratam.
Tatsambhavasya vratam. Tatsambhavasya vratam.
So when you tell that it is a vratam, means it's a practice. It's a practical situation. So this Aranyaka here quotes the view of Sambhava regarding the efficacy of the mantras and about which one has to know when you want to understand your body, otherwise called Atma Gnana, Atma Uddharana, and Atma Trupti and Atma Paryavekshana. So if you want to know all about yourself, you have got to have an idea. And this kind of idea has been supplied to us by Sambhava, who is the promulgator of a particular ratam or a practice or a vow that goes by the name as Sambhava Vratam. That's Sambhavasya Vratam. What is that? Naitam Rushim Viditva Nagaram Pravisetu. He says that one has to know these mantras. Why? These mantras provide the knowledge to a seer, and once you know the knowledge and also the technique, then only you can enter into the city. Nagaram is city. And you know, our body itself is a Nagaram. Purushaha, when you say Purushaha, Puri means the city, Nagaram. Shaha means residing. So we are all, our body has to be taken as only a sheath. So, and therefore, Mithau charitva nagaram pravisetu. And moreover, you know, any city is fully crowded with the people. And so, if you want to enter into a city crowded by people, then you have got a view that your body is an illusion, in the sense that it is not true, it is mithi. So, mithau charitva pravisetu. So, mithau charitra means feel that no attachment for your body, but body is always taken as sadhana. That's why Kalidasa also has established that what is the body like? So it is said, he says that Sarira Majjang Kalu Dharma Sadhanam. So our Sarira is the primary base to perform any kind of dharma execution. So if you want to elevate the body, but body is not permanent, but body is only a mithya and it is only a sadhana. That you have to understand. So here the Sambhava Vratam means that seer Rishi, the Sambhava is telling that body is illusion. At the same time, also is Paramatma. Because where is Paramatma seated? The Paramatma is seated in our body. And but Paramatma is permanent. The Atma in us is permanent. But the body will go away. This idea you will say even in the Mahanarayana Upanishad. He said that he says that ambhasya pare bhuvanasya madhye nakasya prushthe, etc. So the location of Parabrahman is being described at the outset. And ultimately it is said that, ultimately it is said that tam tamapkratum pasyati vita soko dhatu prasadat mahimanam isham. So isham mahimanam isham pasyati, you will see the God stationed in our own body. And therefore, the vratam is that you have to explore the knowledge about your body. And in order to explore the knowledge of the body, these mantras will give you clue and direction. That's why it said, Rutim viditva, Rushim viditva nagaram praviset అని చెప్పినప్పుడు, so Rushulu ఏం చేశారు మనకు? Rushulu, they have given us the knowledge. They have given the, how did they give the knowledge to us? Through the mantras. What are mantras? Mantras are deep. They are the products of deep thinking. Mananat mantraha, manayantam trayati mantraha, and so on. So anybody who has got that kind of mana, or respecting and observing the content and practice of that, then he will be able to get hold of that and real feeling that body is not permanent. But generally, all people think that the body is permanent, the world in which they make their movements also is permanent. And therefore, they make all permanent things. Nothing, it's not like that. Sambhavasya vratam kim. If you ask the question, what is the Sambhava vrata? That you have got to enter into your body with a feeling that you are not the body, but your body is Parabrahma Swarupam, and you are entering into a different arena. When once you use your body, we understand your body and all that. So mithaujharitva, and for that kind of gnanam to enter is exactly into your mind, into your body, and to understand what is that. The Rishi is important. In fact, as you see, the entire Aruna Prashna is Rishi contribution. Because they are the persons who get the knowledge about the gods, the wisdom of the gods, the functioning of the gods, and their intimacy with the creation, and their equivocal feeling with the creation. Therefore, here, among so many rishis we have got here mentioned in the Aruna Prashna, the Sambhava is another rishi. In fact, in one context, I gave a talk trying to mention all the rishis and their contribution to get the knowledge of Surya Bhagavan. And because we may see the globe and light, but if Surya is not there, and Surya in the Saura Suktam, you come to Ujjan, so Udvayam Tamasaspari Pasyantaha. So there, in that, he will be Tamasaha, he will be removing the Tamas and growing up. And how will be like that? The moment he appears on the horizon, he will be the friend. And he's a Mitra. That's why Mitra Ravi Surya. So he's Aditya whereas he comes up. Therefore, so actually, when you want to know about your body, Surya Bhagavan is to be studied in our horoscope. So Atma Bhava antaru. Atmamu ante Sariram. Atma ante Paramatma. Atma Bhava, Atma Karakudu Yavaru ante Surya Bhagavanadu. Astrology lopala, they always take Ravi as important person from whom you can know your body, know your spiritual inclination or inklings, or otherwise also. Therefore, especially for those people who take to sannyasa, who really realize this vanaprastha. For them, the sun planet must be very good in their horoscope posited, and he must be encouraging for that. Because to retire to these places, the mind is important. It should agree for that kind of seclusion, to remain in a far from madding crowd. See, madding crowd you find in the cities. In fact, Kalidasa also describes in 4th act Abhignana Sakuntalam, when the Kanvasishyas bring Sakuntala to Dushyanta city, he see all the 2 boys who always stayed in the forest, who only saw silence and animals and flora and fauna and all that. When they came to city, they found so many people moving about. And what was the analogy that they took in their description is, Jana Kiranam Manye Hutavaha Paritam Gruhamiva. What a beautiful comparison you observe. See, the entire city is Jana Kiranam. It is just spread everywhere by people, everywhere people. Prajaha, Sarvatrunu Prajaha. Aho Prajaha is Brahmanam of Yajurveda. Sadavar Brahmana says, Aho Prajaha. Prajas are there. So here, if you want to enter and enjoy the seclusion of that, you have to know the mantras. You have to know the Rishi. And you should understand who give you the idea that the body is so and so. And that is over. Sambhavasya vratam. So Sambhava is one important seer who has seen the Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan. In fact, Surya Bhagavan is friendly with all the seers, and all the seers are friendly with Surya Bhagavan. That's exactly, you can see practically, when Rama was completely dull, sitting with a worry, how do I kill Ravana at all? Tatho yuddha parisrantam samare chintaya sthitam daivataisya savagamya drashtumabhyagatoranam upagamya abbravid ramam agastyo bhagavan rishihi rama rama mahabaho srunurukhyam sanatanam yena sarvanarin vatsa samare vijayishyati anni start chestadu andaru cheppuntunnaru Aditya Hridayanni. Brahman, that is the one which is easy and all-powerful stotram, prayer for Surya Bhagavan. Because he, at the outset itself, Surya Bhagavan, that Agastya Maharshi says, Rasmivantam samujjantam deva sarnamaskrutam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneswaram. So, భువనేశ్వరుడైనటువంటి భాస్కరుణ్ణి నీవు పూజించు, అప్పుడు నీకు జయము తప్పకుండా జరుగుతుంది. దట్స్ వాట్ Agastya Maharshi comes and recommends Surya worship, Surya Aradhana, Suryopasana to Mahavishnu himself, but in human form, Ramachandra. So this kind of episode will tell you that the Surya Bhagavan is able to give you that wisdom to understand that it is all mithya, illusion. But you cannot discard illusion. Illusion also is important. As you see in that Sri Suktam, there the eighth mantra tells you that Mayantarayascha Bhahya Alakshmi. So if at all you want to be growing in your intelligence and wisdom and then spiritual heights, you should understand that there is Maya. And Maya is Paramatma. Maya is supreme energy. And Maya is everything that you consider as a part of illusion. So Maya means not true. You that the body is an illusion is not true. And once you stop loving your body more, then you start loving the God. So Sarira Vancha, Sarira Priti Vittukunna Vallu Ekkuva Duram Vellaleru. Duram Vellali ante you have to think of the Agni Chayana performance, or you have to prepare a Vedi where the Agni, this Varana Ketaka Agni is being worshipped or home. That's why this particular Aruna Prashna contains mantras for the most important Agnihotra, which is called as Agnichayana, highest one, sacrifice. And there is, we have got the Agnihotra, where Agni, Surya are very important. So I think from this passage, Naitam Rushim Viditva Nagaram Pravisetu, not knowing the mantra, not knowing the Rishis, you cannot enter into the Nagaram. What is Nagaram? I told you, it is fully filled with miscellaneous things. Miscellaneous things will have a miscellaneous attraction for us. But if you are to sustain the knowledge of the Rishis, then you will definitely be able to progress. I hope you understood this passage. When you say that knowing the mantras relevant, knowing all about the Rishi, and having the sense of wisdom and practice of that, then you will be able to do good. Therefore, it is very much important to know, one has to know the city, one has to enter into the city, one has to rise high above the city, and so on. Now we have got another important expression. Actually, as you are seeing, these Aruna Prashna mantras, which are exactly in a beautiful prose, in rhythmic prose, in a magical prose, and not much difficult to understand, but there is a lot of antarartha. There is a lot of message given to us, even for practical purposes, that we can rise high, see that we don't be required to be born again. And now we have got idea about the Agni, and we understand Agni and Surya are the same, and they exchange their positions. And that's what Kalidasa also tells with Raghuvamsha to confirm for us that Dinante Nihitam Tejaha Savitreva Hutasanaha. In the Raghuvamsha, he says, Sarajyam Karunadattam Pratipadyadhikam Bhavau. So Dinante Nihitam Tejaha Savitreva Hutasanaha. So Savitra is all the previous kings before that Chakravarti. And when whatever power of authority and Rajyan given, he tried to use it and grow more, like the Agni and Surya. Whole day Agni is God, is Lord. Whole day Surya is Lord. So that's why Agni and Surya, they are the same identical beings. So the same idea is given, and you request Surya Bhagavan to come to your workyard, your workplace, your work computer, like this. Please repeat. Atamagne ratham tishtha.
Atamagne ratham tishtha. Atamagne ratham tishtha.
Ekashvameka yojanam.
Eka ashvameka yojanam. Eka ashvameka yojanam.
Ekachakram ekadhuram.
Ekachakram ekadhuram. Ekachakram ekadhuram.
Vatadrajigatim vibho.
Vatadrajigatim vibho. Vatadrajigatim vibho.
Narishyati navyatathe.
Narishyati navyatathe. Narishyati navyatathe.
Nasyaksho yatu sajjati.
Nasyaksho yatu sajjati. Nasyaksho yatu sajjati.
So this is quite clear. We understand description of the chariot, description of the horses, description of the speed of the horses, and description of the mind of Agni to reach our sacrificial hall or Yajnavedhi very fast, not leaving any sense of time lag. So this is beautifully described here. For example, hey Agni, O Surya Bhagavan, O Agni Deva, what are you like? Ratham atishtha, tam ratham atishtha. You just please board that horse, that chariot, that car. What is that car? That is important to be explained. We have not seen the car of the Agni or Surya Bhagavan, but now we have got some idea about the car the pulling horses, their number, the car has got only one wheel, and the speed about it. So, oh Lord Agni, so he's called Vibhu. Vibho Agni, oh Agni Vibhu, you please board the chariot. And which kind of chariot? Ekashwam, only one horse. Ekayojanam. So this has got one horse, which has got the speed of covering 12 miles, 12,000 miles in 1 minute. Actually, nobody knows the distance in the sky between east to west, because we cannot see the beginning of the east and we cannot see the end of the west. But only Surya Bhagavan, he knows how much is the distance that he has to cover within 12 hours or even less than that. When he is found in the morning rising, he has to go to his nest before that. So that raga is there. And therefore, there is one beautiful sloka to tell you that there cannot be any kind of enjoyment by Surya Bhagavan, and there is no Srungara in him, though there is scope for Srungara in him. And this Alankarika, the rhetoricians in Sanskrit, beautifully describe. See, Anuragavati Sandhya, Divasaha Tat Purassaraha, Aho Devagati Kidruku, Tathapi na Samagamaha, is one important Subhashita which we get from Dhanyaloka of Anandavardhana, and as an example for Dhwani. Now, because this is going to be viewed by so many other people too, and a knowledge of the classical Sastric texts also is important, because all the Sanskrit classical Sastric texts have utilized the Veda Vijnana or Veda Gnana, Veda Pragnana, and see that they made a hay among such great Kavimukhyas, Vali, Vyasa, Kalidasa, Adikavaya, Valmiki Vyasa, Kalidasa Mukhyaha, Kaviswaraha. So there is no second commentary for them, in the sense that whatever people comment, it is always positive. So Kalidasa said that Dinante nihitam teja savitre hutasana is noted, and a horse has got such a great speed, eka yojanam, eka ashwam. Eka is unique. So unique horses. I mean, there may be a number of horses, but all of them have got unique speed, same speed. There is no difference whatsoever. రెండు ఎద్దులు కాడు కట్టి బండి లాగమంటే రెండు ఎద్దులు సమానంగా ఆ బండిని లాక్కుంటూ వెళ్తే ఆ బండిని తోలే యజమానికి ప్రాబ్లమే లేదు. ఒక ఎద్దు ఆ పక్క ఒక ఎద్దు ఈ పక్క లాగిందంటే ఇమాజిన్ ది ఫ్లైట్, ఈవెన్ లైక్ దట్ హార్సెస్. బట్ ఇన్ ది కేస్ ఆఫ్ పరమాత్మ సూర్య భగవాన్, all the horses are unique because they are able to cover 1 yojana in 1 minute. ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఒక సెకండ్ లోపల అంత దూరం లాగలిగినటువంటి వేగం కలిగినటువంటి. దట్స్ వై ఏకాశ్వం ఏక యోజనం. Yojana, actually, there is no proper complete measure given for yojana. Sometimes people say it is 1,000 miles, some other people say it is 12,000 miles, and some others will say it is 12 miles. So that is the kind of speed which the horse has got. And so, ఒకటే గుర్రము ఒక యోజన దూరం పరిగెత్తగలదు ఒక్క సెకండ్లో, స్పార్క్ ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్. అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్, వాట్ అబౌట్ ద వెహికల్? ఏక చక్రం ఏక ధురం. ధురం is the yoke, chakra is the wheel. So Surya Bhagavan doesn't have many wheeled one, something like the trucks which have got 18 wheels in America or elsewhere. 18 wheels ఉంటాయి. You can imagine the load, because it's an engine that has got to do, supposing a human being. Similarly, For railway train, there will be more than 17 bogies to be pulled by one single engine. So that is all the Shakti that is imbibed, that is being instilled in the object. But for the Srushti, Daiva Srushti is that a horse is able to cover in a fraction of a second so much distance with speed. That's why and Eka Chakram Eka Dharam, and moreover, He Vibho Agne, oh Vibhu is overlord. Oh Agnideva, what is the speed? That is Bhata Dhrajigatim. Ajigati is the horse. Ajigati means the speed of horse, or otherwise horsepower. We all know that if at all you want to compare or measure the power, you measure the power in terms of horsepower, not cat power or dog power or any other. Even cheetah runs very faster, and even the deer runs fast. That's also running power. But the deer runs faster than the cheetah or the tiger. But unfortunately, the deer will be caught by the tiger, because the difference is this, that the deer runs with a fear, and therefore now and then there will be retardation in its speed, but it runs 80 miles per hour, whereas cheetah runs 50 miles per hour. That's what I think. So the speed of the chariot, the speed of the tiger, speed of the deer, comparatively incomparable. But still, things are different, because the deer has not got any confidence. It is gripped by fear. It wants to measure always the distance between the tiger run chasing and itself away from that. The same thing has been beautifully described by Kalidasa in Avijnana Sakuntalam. He says, looking at the deer running, but how it stops and looks back to just gauge the distance between the enemy and themselves. That's why the sloka, you may just refer and then get more information. The sloka begins like that. Griva bhanga bhiramam muhuranupatatis yandane baddha drushtihi paschardhena pravishtaha sarapatana bhayad bhuyasa purvakayam darbhairardhavalidhaihi samavirutamukhabhramsibihi kirnavatma pasyodagrapratatvat vyati bahutaram yati urvyam. ఈ శ్లోకాన్ని చదువుకుంటూ ఉంటే ఎన్నిసార్లు చదువుకున్నా చాలా బాగుంటుంది. It is going to be description of the deer which has got some portion of the grass that it picked up to eat, half in the mouth, half in outside the mouth. That's a pity. And also every now and then it looks back. When it looks back, its neck looks very beautiful, and it's trying to gauge distance. But again, vyati bahutaram jati urvyam. It is just, it is not on the ground. Its legs are always in the air only. So with air speed, the rear is running, and the cheetah, the banas are also chasing them. So it's a beautiful movie camera description, which Kalidasa does it. So we just keep always feathers on the kiritam of Kalidasa power. So same way, say Vatadra Ajigati, the horse speed is just similar to that of the wind. Ajigati. So like that, with such kind of chariot, O Agni, you board. And moreover, you are to come from Agni Loka to our Yagnavedi, sacrifice. So, మేము భూలోకంలో పూజ చేసేటప్పుడు నీ ఉండే అగ్నిలోకానికి భూలోకానికి సూర్యలోకానికి ఆదిత్యలోక is అగ్నిలోక. There is a lot of distance between, but there cannot be delay a solution for you. The moment you call, the Yajamana Rutvi calls you, you should be present. As you are saying, Gananam Dva Ganapati Gumbhavamahe. When you say Ganapati Gumbhavamahe, he is instantaneously present. He cannot say that I am in Delhi, I am in America, I am in the heaven. No, he is present there. So that is how the gods occupy the speed as a means, the mind as a means to be present at the place of your worship. So, eka chakram eka dhuram vatadhrajigatim vibho. I hope you understood. So, ajigati, that is, aji is the horse. Ajigati is just like that of the vata. Vata is the Shakti of Vayudeva. So you think of Vayudeva in view of the Vata he has got. Therefore, Vatadhra jigatim nibho. And moreover, Narishyati na vyatathe. Risha and Vyatha. These are the two things that bother. So when the chariot, he will come very quickly with the chariot into the area of sacrifice. So narishyati navyatate. It remains perfect. So the axle remains pure, it doesn't get corroded or broken, nor the horse gets tired and fatigued, and it is absolute speed management. And that speed management is called, in other words, a suvega. And that suvega is being contributed by the Vayudeva. So Agni and Vayu, they are very close friends. So whenever you want Agni to come, Vayu operates Sahayam, and then both will be there at the spot. When you call Vayu, Agni also comes energy, and so Agni and Vayu both are equally very good friends. It's a beautiful expression. See, the Agni shall never break, never shake, and never. The axle of his chariot is so strong that it will never get corroded, and it is chariot to the white and all kind of. So the horses are also described as white and tawny. And even among the Ashwavidya, Ashwakala, among 64 kalas or arts, Ashwavidya, Gajavidya, Stena Vidya, and Brahma Vidya, etc. We have got 64 Vidyas. Among such Vidyas, Ashwavidya is great. And we have example of Nala Chakravarti, who is past expert in the Ashwavidya. And again, so for humans, there is always scope to have the expertise. And so he is Atamagne Ratham Tishta, Ekam Aswam, Ekam Yojanam, Chakram Ekam, Dhuram Ekam, and Ajigatim Vataha, and Narishyati Navyathate. And again, Na Asya Aksho Yatu Sajjati. Even if the axle of the chariot shall not get corroded, shall not get broken, because for the maintenance of speed, the axle is important. For any vehicle, axle is important, and machine is important, engine is important, the wheels are important, everything is important. Unless all are perfectly perfect, then only you can hope for speed. In these days, for your car, the tire pressure is less, you don't get speed at all. If the tire pressure is good, you would have automatically less petrol, more speed, comfortable journey. As all you know, wherever you are, the car depends upon the Vayu pressure measure. So whenever you go to petrol bunk, you check your pressure of your tires, so that you will save petrol. And that similarly here also, when the Agni is coming with top speed on his chariot, the chariot will not have any breakage. If there's breakage, then there will delay. And therefore, there is no scope for that. Eka chakram, eka dhuram, and na akshaha, na ya sajjati, always read. So this is how the description goes here. And here you have also the description of the horses, the color of the horses. And in India, as we see in the history, the horse trade was very much prosperous earlier, and the horses brought from Cambodia, they are very, very race horses and very powerful and highly expensive and very much useful. Therefore, they said you must see in our description, Kambhoja Swaha. The horses traded from Cambodia are supposed to be highly superior. Even Lalita Parameswari also is given the compliment that she is Kambhoja Rajatanayaya Namo Namaha. She is the daughter of Kambhoja Raja, the king of the Cambodia. Anyway, there's all so much of explanation is there to tell that the horses are the rulers, are that. So actually our Bharat had not got any much divisions as we are having now. It was only unique one Bharat. So Burma, Indonesia, and Thailand, Cambodia, all these things are a part of India, Bharat. And later on, everything got mixed up. So that concept, when you are studying our Vedic mantras, your mind is to have that enormous stretch of your stretch. So the scope of mind will be very broader. And so that's why here you have got the word, the horse's color is Sveta and Rohita. The horses that are yoked to Agni, they are of two colors. Sveta is white, Rohita is dark or tawny color. So to say that morning and night. That is a day color and night color. Both colors are admixed here and they do not perish and they are always wonderfully supporting the time schedule or time capsule that they will visit the sacrificial hall right in time or make that time in the world properly, harmoniously running. So I think today we have started a little late, but still doesn't matter. So next week we'll continue and we'll stop here. Please keep on meditating or brooding over the kind of vehicle that our Surya Bhagavan, that Agni is having. And whenever you propose to do that Aruna Ketuka Chayana, Aruna and Ketuka, when both these things, Ketuka take it as Agni, Aruna is taken as Surya. So where Surya and Agni both are there present in that, and we stop here and then we'll continue next. I wish you all good Dasara, Navaratri, and you will be going through that. Om Swasti Chapandi.
Om Swasti, Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sri Veda Purushasirvadostu. Om Tat Satu.